Well, it's time for Karl's Room 101. Karl was too shy to obviously ever do this for real, but we thought that end the run of this with things that Karl hates.
Yeah,
we know the thing he likes. We know that. So Karl, okay.
We should just point out that we've been inspired by the TV show Room 101. We didn't come up with this ourselves.
Yeah, we did. This is Room 102. Yeah, we'll be Paul Merton, and you be Karl Pilkington. Right. You get a chance to banish to Room 101 all those things that you dislike, they're never to be seen again. Will you please welcome Karl Pilkington?
Right.
Who?
How are you doing?
Alright. Karl, so what does this represent? And imagine me putting something on a table next to you. Go on.
Right. Well, first of all, right, it's dead hard to come up with, like, 5 things that drive you up the wall.
Okay.
Right? It's not easy, because there's so many things.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, picking 5, it's like someone saying pick your 5 favourite records or 5 favourite films.
Yeah.
So it's hard, so...
You know in Desert Island Discs where you always get the complete works of Shakespeare in the Bible?
Yeah.
I think you should include Ricky Gervais. I think you should always be there already in Room 101. They don't have to nominate you. You always go in.
Go on then.
So don't bother putting him in. Don't bother putting Ricky in, Karl. He's already there.
I'm already there, waiting.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Right.
Yeah.
First of all, right, I thought of, like, things that we've done in the past.
Sure.
And, like, quotes and that, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
That quote that people say that, you know, money doesn't make you happy.
Yeah.
Right? We're just rattling through some here.
Yeah.
That annoys me.
What?
Well, the quote, money doesn't make you happy?
Yeah, because it does. It clearly does.
Right.
Without it, life's pretty dull, isn't it?
Yeah, good.
Right, so,
okay.
So that's like a little short thing, and you know, then that sort of makes you think about people with money. There was a programme on in the week, I don't know if you saw it, Steve, the one, Posh Loaded.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? That was a great show.
So annoying.
Oh, yeah.
There was a girl on there, right, who's from a rich family and that, and, you know, it's not her fault she's from a rich family.
No.
It's like how posh people annoy people. That doesn't annoy me, because the way I sound is because of where I'm brought up and that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you sound posh, you sound posh. It's, you know, it doesn't change you as a person or whatever.
Yeah, it's quite
But this girl, right, did you see it, Steve?
I did.
You didn't see it, did you,
didn't
Ricky,
know.
right? This girl goes shopping, she buys, like, 4 t-shirts and a crappy little handbag.
Yeah.
Spends about 1,300 quid. And she's just wasting it going, you know, the woman's saying, oh, you'll love these, you know, they're really in fashion. She said, oh, whatever, I'll probably only wear them once anyway. And it's just, that sort of thing annoys me.
Yeah.
You know, people with money, you know, who have grafted for it are good. But, like, you know, people who just get money given to them from the rich parents trying to make the world. There was another point, right, where she's in a shoe shop, right, and, she's, like, got these big boots and stuff. But part of the problem is, right, she's quite odd looking and that, right? But she's got a lot of money, so she makes herself look half decent.
Yeah.
Problem is, she's got fat ankles.
She's got what?
Fat ankles.
Right.
And they drive her up the wall, because no matter, I mean, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's almost like God has gone, yeah, you can have all the toffees and stuff you want, you can have, like, your nice t-shirts, but at the end of the day, love, you're stuck with these ankles, and you can see this...
I love the idea of God saying, right, you can have all the toffees you want.
Yeah.
And you have nice handbags and that, but you're stuck with these ankles. Oh, God.
And I really wanted to get a job in that shoe shop where she was going in, blowing her dad's money, and she was calling up her dad saying, oh, Daddy, is it all right if, you know, I'm just out shopping, I've just bought some shoes that have cost like £1,000, and I really wanted a job in that shoe shop. Just so I could sit there, and when she comes in, you go, oh, hello, love, whatever her name is. Lovely to see you here again. Got some lovely new shoes in. Look at these nice new boots, everyone's wearing them, Victoria Beckham. And, you know, all the it girls are wearing them. Yeah, try them on. Oh, you can't, because your ankles are so fat. You can't get into these. Never mind, here's some boots. She really annoyed me. And I'm not a nasty person.
You're not.
She brought it out of me.
Oh, I'm worried, though. This idea of you getting a job in a shoe shop, I'm not sure
know.
you're qualified.
I like all that's way round it. That some people go, oh, I'd like her to lose all her money or something. He'd like to actually bother go through getting the job in the shop.
Yeah.
And then just wait in there.
You'd be too busy mucking around outside like, on some kind of trolley stuck in a little lake.
Yeah.
But interestingly, in that show, I was watching that show, and at one point, you mentioned that her fat heels or her fat ankles.
Yeah.
She said, I'd like to have various changes to my body. I know, plastic surgery. I'd like to do this to my face and da-da-da-da. And her mum's there, and her mum's going, no, don't be so. That's how. No, you're my daughter. You're beautiful. Da-da-da-da. No, you shouldn't. I'm not going to let you have those. Da-da-da. She went, I'd love to have an operation on my fat ankles. Her mum went, yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
What kind
How bad can fat ankles be?
I know.
What were these ankles
Well,
like?
tell us, Rick, you must know.
No, do you know what I mean?
They were like, if you said to a little kid, say a 4-year-old kid, draw a person, they'd draw her legs. Do you know where there's no sort of thin bit, and then it comes out a bit for your knees?
Oh, yeah, and
then
they're
to
just
ankles. It was just like 2 logs.
People go and say, I like your new flares. What do you mean flares? They're leggings. Cheeky.
Awful, so, you know...
So, okay, so you're putting in posh girls with fat ankles.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your next one on Room 101?
Right, another quick one, really.
Go on.
People in supermarkets.
Right. What, the people who serve?
Yeah. It's mainly... these shops you get round in London that are like open 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
You'll go in and you'll buy you know, you don't do your main shop there. It's mainly just little bits in it. Your carton of milk and
Sure.
maybe a loaf, a couple of balm cakes and that.
Yeah.
And you go in there.
Who still buys balm cakes?
Right.
Do they have them in London?
Yeah.
Do you ever ask? Would you be annoyed if they said balm cakes? We don't have those down here. They're rubbish.
That's happened before when I asked for gravy and they didn't know what gravy was.
When did you ask for gravy?
In a chippy.
What do you mean? What'd you say? Have you got any gravy?
Just because you up north you have chips and pie and gravy on it. And they
Yeah.
didn't have a clue what I was talking about.
Right, okay.
So that annoys me, actually. Stick that on the list. Right? But,
You've got fishmen up north.
but listen, right? You'll go
We
in
saw a sign in the north, right? It was a little shop, and the sign said, "We sell bread." And it was handwritten. It was like there was probably like a rush with those people in turbans going.
What's this bread you talk of?
Yeah, little headscarves, old women running down with their little. Oh,
But anyway, these shops, right? So you go in there, getting your stuff, and you'll go up to the till, and they don't say hello to you. They don't sort of smile. They just bleep the stuff through. They don't tell you how much it is. They just sort of expect you to look at the till to see how much it is. So you can get your hand in your pocket, give them the money, they'll give you the change, and they won't say goodbye.
Yeah.
So it's like they just can't be asked to have any sort of hello, how are you doing? I don't want a big chat. I don't want to know what they're getting up to and what what the dad does for a living and all that. I just want like, how are you doing? You know, you're well, right? Oh yeah, this bread's popular or whatever. Right, that'll be £5.
You need to keep abreast of which bread you're selling well.
Oh, Mother's Pride. That's a good choice. It's 70% of our stock is it?
So that really, even though it is a 24-hour.
I'll be honest. I would err on the side of silence, not rudeness. I hate rudeness if they do that, but I would rather. I'd start to go, £1.50, please, and that'll be fine for me. Any more?
What about hello and goodbye? Have a good day. Not in an American
It
way.
doesn't bother me. I prefer people who say "Have a nice day" and don't mean it to people who don't say it at all and don't mean it. To be honest, I don't worry about that mock sincerity because I think it.
No,
it
but
does
it's
the
just
job.
normal, isn't it? It's
I'm saying I like people who say I don't care. They say, "Oh, nice to see you. Come again. Have a nice day." It doesn't bother me. But a chat. I hate people who think they're the life and soul.
No.
When you're going
I don't mean like that. I mean, like,
nuts.
if you go through a door, you hold it open, you go, there you go. You know what I mean?
You expect a thank you.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, and also when do you come in at like a narrow walkway and you're both walking there, and I stop, we'll get out of the way, and they tut, like I should have. I want to go. Hold on, look, we're both in the same boat here.
Yeah.
Why is it me? That annoys me. Where people think
tutting when they're in the wrong.
They own the street, or if two people aren't looking where they're going, it's one person's fault. That really annoys me. Yeah.
So that's it really. I mean, I know the 24-hour shops and they're knackered and stuff, but politeness, just to say.
Well, it costs nothing, does it?
No.
So those are your little quick ones, then we get on to your big three,
meaty
don't we?
ones.
The big one.
Yeah,
Should we
if you
play a
want.
record and come back to that?
I know what you want.
Right, what other things do you want to
Yes,
put
sir.
in 101?
Other than us.
Spiders.
Right, go on.
I know Ricky will be agreeing with this.
All spiders, yeah.
Just, I mean, not all spiders, because there's some spiders that are on the planet that don't do any harm. They clean up stuff, don't they?
Well, I got little brushes.
Do you mean
like
janitors spiders?
yeah.
No, there's some that, just,
Hong Kong leggy.
just get on with stuff. But I'm talking about the spiders that are deadly. And, and spiders that are massive. I mean, Johnny's mate, Ricky's mate, Johnny, I mean.
Yeah.
He was talking about how, he was in Australia.
Yeah.
And he was sharing a room with a mate or whatever. And his mate was having a shower. And said, Johnny, just come in here a minute. and he went in, and there was a spider on the side of the bath that he said was the size of your hand.
2 hands width. It's sort of like a size track, just like 8 inches across. It was
That big, right? And the daft thing with that one is that can't kill you. It's massive. It's got no purpose.
it's a huntsman.
Yeah, but what? Something you said it does, right? If you sort of walk around it and it thinks you're going to try and trap it, it hisses at you
And jumps at you.
and jumps on you, and it sort of clings on. So
That's terrifying.
You'd be sort of running around trying to get it off, and it's just gripping on like the old stag beetle thing again.
Yeah.
It's clinging onto you. But there is no. What I don't understand is why is that spider that big? Because no doubt it only eats stuff like normal spiders do, but it needs to eat more of them because it's a bigger lad. Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't actually do anything. It's not like I just don't
Doesn't
get
create,
it.
doesn't paint, doesn't do it. Yeah.
It's just getting in the way, and it's one of those things that are so big you couldn't kill it. Because can you imagine like the mess that would make if something that size if you stamped on it?
Yeah.
Which I'm not, again, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
But I don't get that. And then there was a programme on a few weeks ago on BBC about spiders. And there was this one, right? It was going, there's so many spiders in the world. And apparently there's so many of them, they can't give them all names. Right? What they're saying is, once one dies out, they'll actually introduce another one. Because there's so many different breeds of them that it's impossible to sort of make a book and list them all.
Right.
Well,
It's
the
like a
book would be
queue.
infinitely long.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a queue. They
They're
say,
not
right.
trying to name it individually, are they?
No.
That's their problem.
No,
Yeah,
seriously.
Peter.
yeah. Just keep it down to the species. Go on.
This is true. This.
Go on then, yeah.
So they'll sort of go gives a spider the Black Widow, right? Black Widow, they've all died. So who's next? And they'll say, here's a redback.
Yeah.
And that's how they introduce them. So this programme was going on about this. Right?
Not how they do it.
No, they do it.
Okay. Your point
Okay,
being.
alright.
Right, so anyway, there's this little one, right, in Australia, and it shows you some kids being dead happy and playing around in the sun, loving it, all healthy and that, and, love being in the sun. They're playing around the pool, and, there's a couple of them there playing swing ball and that, dead happy, not a care in the world. And, like, one of them goes, I'll go swimming, because I've been playing swing ball for an hour, got a bit of a sweat.
Sure.
Go for a little breaststroke or whatever. And they get in the pool, and they can't wait to have a swim about, and then it pans to the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
And there's this little spider just sat there dead still. Right? Sat at the bottom of the pool holding its breath.
Holding its breath!
Okay.
Cheeks going up red, eyes bulging.
yeah.
Oh, 8 pairs of goggles on.
One goes by with a snorkel. You should have thought of this.
4 pairs of flippers.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's sat there in the deep end, right? And then it pans back to the kids having a good time, chucking a ball to each other.
I can see what's going to happen here.
And it pans back.
It's not going to join in the game, is it?
No.
And what happens is, the kid starts bouncing up and down on the floor.
Sure.
Goes and sticks the kid goes and puts a foot on the spider. Bites the kid, and apparently, if you're not seen to, you can be dead in 15 minutes.
Sorry, why did the spider sit at the bottom of the pool?
That's what it likes to do.
Animals don't do things they like to do. Animals do things for a reason.
Waiting for a kid to come along. So
No! It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
well, that's what it
It doesn't go out to murder kids. That's not what it does.
No, there must be a reason. I mean, if you just stopped when you watch these programmes and don't get involved with the music and, like, the odd... Why does it sit at the bottom of the pool? There must be a reason. It either goes there for protection, food, to cool... It does it for a reason. It doesn't go there to wind up swimmers.
Yeah.
There must be a reason. If anyone's watching, please, if you're watching that programme, I don't know about this spider. What's the name of the spider?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Well, it did say-
08700 800 1234.
Is it the Duncan Goodhue?
Is it Paul?
I mean, I don't know, maybe it does go into other things like ponds and that, and maybe it does the same for ducks, if a duck stands on it.
But why? The duck stands on it!
Why?
Oh, I love your brain.
Probably because eventually, a kid can get, like, saved if it's seen to in 15 minutes, but a duck is just gonna, like, wander around and go, God, I don't feel well and what have you.
What good is that to the spider?
Because...
No, I'm saying it might kill it if it might protect itself, but it must be in the pond for a reason in the first place, or the swimming pool. It must be down there for a reason. It must have another agenda, evolutionary. wise. It can't just do it.
Could it be in training for the Olympics?
Unless it is just cooling. Like those, because on one of the other programmes that's a bit mental,
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
The one with the lizards. Did I tell you
Right,
that?
let's not get into lizards. This could
Okay,
take...
no, go on, quickly.
No, this is a good one. It was a programme, BBC programme again, on how insects and animals help each other out.
Yeah.
Right? They were saying how, you know, you might think they're an insect, but they think like humans do.
Yeah.
And they all help each other out. Right? And there was this lizard that is running about in the desert, right? And it's going, God, it's roasting. And what it does, it makes a little hole in the sand, and it goes under the ground and it cools down, right?
Yeah.
And then you see one of the locals, I think it was in Egypt or something, and the Egypt bloke comes walking along.
Egypt bloke.
And,
Is he walking like an Egypt bloke?
Walk like an Egypt bloke.
and what he does, right, he's looking out for these holes in the ground.
Sure.
And he sticks his hand in.
Yeah.
And
Why does he want the lizard?
he makes shoes and stuff out of it.
Okay.
Right? And you see him
Cobblers.
walking around, and he's got about 12 of these things in a basket on his back, and they're
Yeah.
all looking really fed up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's dead hot, and they can't be bothered trying to escape, and they look really fed up. And this bloke's laughing, you know, he's collecting loads.
I love how he watches this, like, because they sort of editorialise it and make it into, like, some
Exactly.
sort of, like, evil play.
Yeah.
No.
But then it was saying how this deadly scorpion that man is scared of is mates with the lizard. And the reason is that the scorpion goes into the hole, right? It can't dig its own hole because its arms are that big and it's awkward for it to dig a proper hole.
Sure.
So what it does, it goes into the little den that the lizard's made, right? And whilst the lizard's having a kip, the scorpion says, "Tell you what, I'll do you a deal. You have a kip, I'll walk up and down this hole here and sort of scare away any people." So the lizard's like, "Yeah, all right then, fair enough." Because the scorpion wants a little hole to keep out the sun. The lizard wants a kip. They've done themselves a little deal. The Egyptian bloke comes walking along, sticks his hand in the hole.
Yeah.
He thinks he's just going to get a lizard. Scorpion stings him. He runs off, drops the basket. All the lizards go running off.
I love the fact that that is what always happens.
Yeah.
They filmed that just by chance, and that's what always happens. I like the fact that the Egyptian bloke has done this every day. He does it. He goes, "Well, okay, I've got all these lizards. I'll just go to this hole again.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got that lizard yet.
Yeah.
This will be fine."
No, I just think...
And
yeah.
when the lizard and the scorpion make that deal, and he says, "You have a kip,"
Yeah.
and the other one does it, do they talk in Egypt, or... I mean,
they talk
how
Egypt
do they,
bloke?
how do they discuss
They talk Egypt bloke or
this?
English bloke?
What language do they use, Carl?
No, it's the international language of love.
But spiders is what you're putting in Room 101.
Spiders.
Let's go back to that. That's
Spiders. So spiders
So
that.
basically, spiders that have got the poison to kill a man.
Because Rick, I know, because you...
Okay.
But Rick, I know
what
you're...
about the ones that are just too big for their own good? Those
I
are
don't
the.
understand that either.
But Rick, you're scared of all spiders, aren't you? Or
Yeah.
even the little tiny ones you
I
find
don't
in the
like
garden.
any spiders. Yeah.
Is your husband afraid of them as well? Or?
Carl just had a funny phone call, didn't you? From someone who's telling you all about the little brown. It's called, is it?
Little brown, yeah. That's the
Yeah.
name of the spider that sits in the bottom of the pool. He said it doesn't hold its breath. It's got an air bubble.
I didn't think it did hold its breath, to be honest. And then, as you know, Steve was opening a letter we got, and it's a football song, and it's "They Don't Like It Up" by the Leatherhead Gimpers.
But it's the fact we keep getting sent homemade singles.
Wow, that's good, isn't it? Oh, there's another one there.
They're both football anthems, though. We don't.
Well,
do we show any interest in football? Are we?
Well, yeah, the World Cup we do, don't we?
You're right, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a bet on as well.
Have you?
Chelsea to win 2-1.
What today?
Yeah. And I've got Chelsea to win 2-1, but Henri to score first. And that's something like 30-1 or something.
Best luck.
Yeah.
Best luck.
Cheers.
Brilliant.
Right, so, spiders, that's the first one in Room 101, isn't it?
So you agree
rude
with
people in supermarkets, spiders that are either have got enough poison to kill a man, or are unnecessarily big.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then. Right, good. Going well.
Right. Next one.
Yeah.
Stars in their eyes.
Blimey, it's a popular show. You might alienate a lot of people.
Stand it.
Why?
Just, I think, if you've got a talent, right, there's loads of shows now that you can go on and make a killing.
Yeah.
Like Pop Idol.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Pop Stars.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. So, people who will go on Stars in their eyes, they want to sort of be famous.
Yeah.
They want to be a singer. What I don't understand is why go on that show where you do all the hard work, got to do all the graft,
Yeah.
and yet, even if they win it, you never see him again. The guy who won last year, Christa Berg.
Ian Moore.
Ian Moore.
Before last. Brought us now with his own stuff.
Yeah, but, alright. How did it sell?
That sold well.
Exactly. Don't get it.
What I like is when, someone doing Edith Piaf, like, wins a heat, and, Matthew goes, well, I don't think you'll be going back to the, cleaning job, will you? Yeah. Yes, you will. Monday.
Almost certainly.
Monday. She'll be back there Monday.
Just,
yeah.
and just the way, you know, in like the final last week where the guy who was Elvis won, and they're
I
all
thought he
in
would,
there.
though. I thought he was very good.
No, he was good, but will we see him again? Do you know what I mean? What is his job?
I don't know.
He'll be carrying on doing that. There's going to be no change to his life whatsoever. He's very good at what he does, but he's wasting his time on Stars in the Rise.
So I don't understand exactly what your issue is. You clearly like the show because you watched the final last week.
He thinks... I
You
think
agree
think
that people are talented?
You think it's a waste of talent to go on Stars in the Rise because it's not a vehicle to be famous, whereas something like...
Pop Idol,
Yeah.
Pop Stars, even
Yeah.
Big Brother. Do you know what I mean? Go
Yeah.
on that. Sit in a room all day, have a month off work.
Because they're all big stars now, aren't they?
No, but what I'm saying is, it's less work to sit in the Big Brother house. Now and again, just sing a song, and people go, oh, isn't he a good singer? You come out after having a month's rest or whatever it is you're having there.
Yeah.
You come out and there's loads of record companies, like, waiting for you to come out and give you a deal.
And what happens then? When you get a deal, when you cut a record, what happens to that record then?
Then it's either sells or it doesn't.
And actually, what happened to it?
It didn't sell.
No, none of them did.
But what I'm saying is, that is a lot easier to do than all the graft that you have to do on Stars in the Rise and the pressure.
What would you rather do? Buy Craig's Christmas record
Yeah.
or Ian Moore's classics?
Probably Craig, just because the guy on Stars in the Rise really thought he was better than Christa Berg. When he was singing, and
I think I'm better than Christa Berg.
no, he was singing, and Christa Berg came walking on,
Did he cry?
and he didn't stop and go, oh, I can't believe it, I'm a big fan. He was sort of carrying on, like, don't interrupt me, I'll have a word with you in a bit.
You think he should show the man he's actually making a little bit of living off?
Yeah.
Emulating.
A bit of respect.
A bit more respect.
And the most annoying thing...
I imagine them arguing, resting each other's floor saying, I'm Christa Berg, no, I'm Christa Berg. Like two ventriloquist dummies, just having a fight in the dressing room afterwards.
But the most annoying thing of all with Stars in the Rise, people who go on and do people like, say like, I think last year, someone went on and did Lamal. Now, if you wanna, because the whole idea is with Stars in the Rise, you get work off the back of that show by, like, companies, don't you, saying,
Yeah.
who will we book?
Yeah.
You could get the real Lamal for about 30 quid. So why have an imitator?
Well, it seems to me, though, Carl, the problem is that show's been running so long that all the big names have already been done, so it's going to end up having to be, isn't it, Lamal or some
Yeah.
old kind of 50s singer you've never heard of? Isn't that the problem?
I remember when...
I mean, it's just
Eddie Reader was
Yeah,
on there,
yeah,
you've had Eddie Reader.
But it's just a karaoke contest. It's just, I think you're assuming that everyone on there wants to get, you know, a recording contract.
They do, Steve.
Okay.
In that bit at the back where they say, and the votes are coming in, let's have a look at the tension now that's going on. And they sat there and they really think they are Elvis. And they are Luther Vandross. Sat there, and like, if they were all sat there having a
Woke
laugh,
up this morning, looked at your picture just to get me started. Filth.
if they were all sat there sort of thinking, oh god, this is a bit of a laugh, innit? But they're not, you can see that they all really want it. And it's like...
So what I'm saying is, who are you putting in Room 101? Are you putting in the people who are just there to have a bit of fun?
Everyone involved in that show.
Including Kelly?
Yeah.
He's a talented guy. You don't care?
No,
He's going in as well.
in there first, and then everyone else, everyone who enters it, the people who go and sit in the audience, everything.
But what would you do Saturday night? You love the show, you watch it every week.
It was just on when I was getting ready to go out, and there's nothing else on at that time.
Sure.
And it was the final on Saturday night as well.
Yeah, you gotta watch the final, your live final.
brilliant, the
really.
final.
Well, who would you do if you went on the show?
Moby.
Probably do... Ooh.
It's not that you look like them, though, is it?
No,
It's you sound like.
because they wouldn't let me on as Tracy Chapman. I was furious.
That's annoying.
Because I sound just like her, but they said, no.
Bowie.
You do Bowie?
Yeah.
Can I hear your impression?
No.
Well, come on.
No, because you just said if you could go on and what have you. I'm saying that.
Well, it's got to be someone you can do. I mean, obviously I'd go on as Will Smith because I can do the rapping.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm not a good singer. I've never really been into singing. I've never done a live singing thing before.
Haven't you?
No.
Not even
But if there was a talent show, if there was a talent show
What did you
on,
do?
I did Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles and I mimed, dressed up as a woman.
How old were you?
It was when I was still going to school, so it was like
Well, I hope so.
12.
And what? Sorry, what was the? What? Why did you do that? What did you mime to, and why were you dressed as a woman? Where's the logic in this? Is what I'm saying, Carl. What sort of act was this?
I think I was meant to get hold of some like Egyptian outfit. Couldn't. So I looked in my mum's wardrobe, and I had a dress.
Dress in a fez, carrying some lizards. That'd do it, wouldn't it?
I had some boots and a wig on.
And how did you dance? Look, he looks confused. He's
confused by his own act.
He's suddenly confused.
The best bit was it was like a proper talent show. Do you know where you'd cover it all?
Yeah.
So I did like the dancing and the miming, and then I also did a bit of magic, right? Where I had like a cloth, right? And I had it over my hand like that, and the crowd were like, oh God, what's he gonna do?
Of course they were. Go on, and what was the trick?
They weren't saying that. The crowd going, oh, what's the great...
That's one chorus. Ooh, what's he gonna do?
Oh, what's the great Pilkington gonna do?
So what I did was, I stood there teasing them, and
Teasing the audience.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I pulled I said, I'm gonna make a bird appear before your very eyes. Okay. And I pulled the tea towel off, and I just had hold of an egg. And I said, oh, it isn't born yet. They loved it.
He's so proud of that! Look at his
Did you
face.
come up with that yourself?
Yeah.
Did you have any help at all?
No. it was
So you did
alright.
walk like an Egyptian and dress as a woman, then you did the egg trick.
And then I was also playing like a janitor. Because when the next person was singing, I'd come on and all the electric went off. And I came on going, oh God, has anyone got 50p for the meter?
Oh, you're quite a little showman, weren't you?
And then like, you know, the
Did you win?
audience chucked us some money.
Yeah.
And,
Are you sure you weren't actually employed as the janitor?
No, did you win?
No, I think we came second. This really tarty girl who did Madonna, like a virgin. And I thought, yeah, right. Like you are. She's a right ropey little woman. But,
So great. Oh, okay, so
brilliant.
Spy the Stars in our eyes, we better play a track, hadn't we? That's nearly it, Carl. Right, what's your last Room 101?
oh God. It was, holidays.
Holidays.
You want to put holidays in room 101?
People who are sort of annoying on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when you go away?
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of touched on this before.
Is this going to be the Scouse guy?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, it's so long now. I mean, it was a holiday when we went to Tunisia.
And the Scouser pissed you off, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing was, you know, when you go on it was a cheap holiday, and, like, the lesson here is, you know, if you want a good holiday, you gotta, like, spend some money.
Yeah.
And we didn't on this one. We spent about, I don't know, 400 quid for two of us for, like, a month or something ridiculous. And we got there, and, you know, you get to the hotel and you go, we have made a mistake. You know, it's a ropey hotel. You know, you can tell, like, the blinds and stuff as you're walking, they're all dirty and stuff. And you think, well, let's make the most of it. You know, let's not get down about it. It's a holiday. It's for a rest. And you try and make the most of it. And we had to meet. You know, like, you have one of those things where you get to your destination and the rep says, right, you know, go and unpack your bags and that. Go and sort yourself out in the room. And tomorrow morning we'll meet up at 10 o'clock. And I'll go through, you know, the best sort of place to go for camel rides and, you know, the best deals I can get you. That sort of thing.
Can anyone here walk like an Egyptian?
So she says, right, tomorrow morning, meet 10 o'clock in the discotheque. So we get up and we have breakfast, and it wasn't a good breakfast. The kitchen was, like, bit horrible, the food wasn't good, and it was run by sort of midgets.
What do you mean it was run? Not there's anything wrong with that.
There was little fellas running around, and the annoying thing was one of them sort of started to fancy my girlfriend.
How did he manifest his affection for
No,
her?
you're not saying there's anything wrong with midgets, though, are you? Just
No,
saying it
no,
was
not
strange
at
that there was
Yeah,
a
but
lot-
even midgets shouldn't be cutting in on Karl Pilkington's
No,
territory.
I know, no.
But it's also that thing of, you know, they've got little fingers, and it sort of
God, I'm
ruined-
so sorry.
No, I'm not. It is a bit of a phobia of mine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? They are nice people and that.
Sure. Oh, God.
But the annoying thing is...
So what was he doing then? How did he... I don't understand how he was chatting up your girlfriend. Was he crawling under the table so you couldn't see?
just kept...
Whispering to her from underneath there.
Stop it.
Just saying, you know.
Wait, I don't want to get a complaint on our last show.
There's not many midgets
What's going to happen? Can we just finish this and start up again in a couple of months?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to know more about the midget theme restaurants, then we'll talk you in 3 months. I thought we could play Room 101, the popular TV show where people cast the things they hate into Room 101 forever. Room 101, of course, is taken from George Orwell's 1984. Room of all your fears and terrors, and so.
Is there a copyright issue here? Can we just steal this idea?
Well, yeah. Well, let's play Room 102.
Clever.
This is the room next door to Room 101, which is worse, in my opinion.
Is it?
Oh, Winston Smith. He'd love to be in Room 101 if he went to Room. He'd go, "Oh, get me back to Room. I didn't know where. Oh, I didn't know I was born. This is much worse." So, Karl, these are things that really annoy you. Don't put in things like, you know, cancer and racism. I mean, that goes without saying.
They're already in there.
They're already in there. All the terrible things in life here. This is just your little bugbears, the things that really annoy you that, you know. Well, I actually did the real show, and I put in things like lateness. That's my bugbear. I can't stand it. I think I put in parents who let their kids run riot. Parents who think that everyone is interested in their kid as much as they are. I remember I was talking about this family, right? They were passing the baby around in a restaurant, and it was like being sick, and they were all shouting about it, and I was thinking, oh, and I got onto, oh yeah, they were breastfeeding it, and at one point I went on this sort of like digression about a friend of mine who moved to the country, and the woman next door, sort of this hippie woman next door, about 40, you know, one of those sort of like long grey hair, you know what I mean? Shave your legs and stop wearing flip-flops. Yeah. And they said, oh, we're just neighbours, and we brought you round a rice pudding. And they gave my friend a rice pudding. And she went, oh, it's made from breast milk, because I'm still lactating. And I went, thanks very much. And of course she went and they threw it away and washed the dish and gave it back to her. And it annoyed me. The arrogance of coming round and saying, it's rice pudding made by breast milk. Get out of here, you dirty hippie.
Is that what you'd have said, though, if she'd arrived at your
No,
door?
I'd have said, oh, do you know what? I'm breast milk intolerant. No. Well, I remember the next day it went out on television. A journalist said, "Oh, Ricky Gervais showed his misogynist side." No, I stand by it. I don't eat strangers' breast milk. I'm saying about it totally natural. Well, it's not okay. Yeah, it's a cum sandwich. It doesn't matter if it's natural. It's fucking disgusting. Don't make me a rice pudding out of breast milk. You know, I'm not a fussy eater.
Sure. Well, you are.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean.
Surely you'd draw the line there of a stranger's breast milk.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Any kind of jizz plan.
Jizz plan, do you know what I mean?
That's giving you an example of the sort of thing that one might put into Room 102.
Yeah, people who try and make you eat their breast milk disguised as rice pudding.
It's quite a specific fear, that one.
Graham.
Oh, come on. He doesn't deserve that.
Slugs was in there.
Slugs. So, then there's, you have to put a case forward, and me and Steve decide whether slugs go in, or whether they stay out, whether they've got a purpose.
It's just because I'm having a problem with slugs at the moment. There's a lot of slugs coming in the house.
Why?
Dunno. They can get where, like, water can't, you know what I mean? Because they're boneless, aren't they? So I need a little gap.
So's water boneless. There's not many bones in water.
No, that's what I said.
Yeah, but you're saying they can get somewhere that water can't.
Yeah, no, they're even more likely to, because they sort of move about and that, and they're looking for light. Water's just happy where it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Why banish them all to Room 102, slugs? Because they're harmless, aren't they?
Yeah, but I also think, I mean, at the end of the day, they're happy wherever. So stick them in Room 102. They're not bothering me, and they're happy. They're not bothered what the room is.
No. This is a metaphor. Room 102 means they disappear from existence. There's not really a room where you put in slugs with people making rice pudding out of their breast milk. There's not really. No, it's not. You can't rent that room. We're saying, would you take slugs out of existence?
That's quite a tough call, isn't it? Because everyone's going to have a go. But I don't know what they do. All I know is they're clogging up my piping. I had to go out and buy a plunger. I hadn't seen them since, like, comics when I was a kid. And I suddenly thought, I need one of them things that I always saw in comics. I never thought I'd need one of them in my life. It's 2008. I've got slugs in my pipes. So I went out, £3 it was. I had no idea what the going rate is for a plunger.
Where did you go and get one?
It's a hardware shop round the corner. So I went round there, I said, have you got a plunger? He said, what size do you want? I said, what size have you got? He said, oh, we've got 3 different sizes. I said, I'll have the middle one. So that was £3. And took it back, gave it a bit of a plunge. And I think it was slugs. Like, all like bits of black stuff came up. I think it was slugs in there, like broken up slugs.
Well, hang on. It could just be black gunk, couldn't it?
No, it looked very sluggish. Because remember, I've had a problem with them anyway. I'll go to the toilet or whatever, look round, there's a slug climbing up the wall out of the shower basin thing.
Are you sure it's a slug?
Yeah, definitely slugs. I have to keep chucking them out, because I don't like killing anything.
Right.
I didn't want to kill the slugs with slug pellets. I bought some copper ribbon.
Right, they don't like going over that,
They don't like that.
They get a little shock charge, yeah.
But, now that should be a warning. But instead, they're diverting. They've done a diversion, they've gone up the wall and across. Now it's like, that's a warning. That's like having a no trespassing sign. Yeah. And they're just going, bollocks to that. And they're getting in. And it's annoying me. And now you get to a point when you do say, well, if they carry on like this, I'll have to kill them because they're not... They're
not playing by the rules.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the purpose is. They just sit there still. I don't see him doing anything. I was looking at one close up.
But what do you want to do? Be reading Rousseau. What do you want a slug to do?
In the same way you see a bee collecting pollen, good, he's doing his little work. But ants carrying big leaves or whatever. But the slug's just sat in the middle of the kitchen.
They're all doing the same thing. They're all doing the same thing. That slug is out. It's eating. It's finding food.
There's no food in our kitchen for a slug, believe me. There's not enough there for me sometimes. But never mind a slug. There's nothing for it. Definitely not in the shower. What's he doing? So, I told you ages ago about how they cause more problems than good. They eat cabbage.
Right.
When they shouldn't be. They get in letterboxes and nick stamps.
They don't nick stamps.
They eat the stamps. They like the glue on it.
Right.
Right.
Is this a big problem, though? Is there an epidemic of slugs eating stamps?
But I think it is, and that's why they're so slow. I think they're sweating glue.
And
right?
it's slowing them
They're
down.
eating all them, and that's why they're sticking to stuff. Have you ever picked up a slug? Well sticky. They give off this glue. It's like all the glue they've eaten off stamps. They panic, and when they sweat glue.
Sweat! Think of a slug! What do you mean they sweat glue? You're making up nature. This is like Attenborough, but made up.
When you see a slug, you prod it, it gets nervous, it wants to run off. But the problem is, because it's sweating glue...
It's not sweating glue!
It makes sense.
This is just a nonsense theory.
It's just what I've noticed on them.
Right, Rick, do you allow slugs in room 102?
Well, I think we should, if they're going to be gone forever, then we should put a case forward. They're amazing creatures.
Yeah, but you haven't got them in your house, it'd be different. All you've got is people coming around saying, do you want some rice pudding? That isn't a world problem.
That wasn't me.
Right, whatever it was.
No, but they're amazing. They've got 2 sets of antennae. The one at the top is for light, and the next one is that they can smell and get food in the air, just the slightest.
What do they do for the world?
They're food. If only.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
What do you mean? That's the ultimate sacrifice. Surely them being food for something.
Who's eating them?
Hedgehogs.
Do they like them?
Yeah, they love them. They love slugs.
Do they?
Yeah.
The thing is, though, if you're always going to upset someone, aren't you? With anything I put in room 102.
No, you just got to make a reasoned case, and I'm not sure that you've argued well enough.
I'm just having problems with them at the moment. I've spent £3 on a plunger, and I don't like the idea that every time I get up in the night to go into the toilet or whatever, I've got to put the light on because I might have a bit of sluggage between my toes.
Sluggage? A little bit of sluggage between my toes?
But I mean, if you're going to put everything in your house that causes problems, what else are we going to have here?
No,
boilers?
I'm not. It's just, I mean, at the end of the day, you only moan about what's fresh on your mind at the moment. And I haven't, I've got to go to that house, and I dread to think how many slugs are going to be stuck to the ceiling and everything.
Right, okay, so we need to move on. So, you are not putting them in?
I'm not putting slugs in.
Alright, slugs have not gone in, Carl, I'm afraid.
What's your next one?
Okay, number 2.
People who don't want to do what what the brains would be better at doing.
Right, okay, no, I'll get around that sentence. Now, tell me again.
Brains that don't want to do what their owners are good at.
Ah, so now it's the brain's fault. Before you said you were going to put people in who don't do what their brain's good at, but now you've changed that. Now you're putting the blame on the brain. Now you want to put in brains who don't want to do what their owners are good at. I like the fact that you own a brain.
Okay, no. I just need a bit more clarification, Rick. Before you ask questions, can you just expand on that point, please, KP?
Do you know, like, people decide what they want to do,
Right.
don't they, for a living?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes they're not good enough.
Right.
You mean they have a dream and they can't fulfill it because they haven't got the skill or...
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're not good for anything.
No.
It's just that they haven't unlocked the thing that they're good at.
Right.
Which is fair enough. You can't always find what's going on. There's a lot going on in the brain.
Yeah.
You know, there might be something up there that you just never find, which is sad. Right?
Right.
But
You mean you may never discover your full potential because you may never stumble across it. You may never have the means.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, yeah.
I only got into hospital radio because my dad was in hospital. So I found out about this thing and I thought, I didn't even know this existed. I want to go at
Of
it.
course. So, I mean, there's much bigger issues there that, the poor working class people don't get the same opportunities. People in the third world, when you're worrying about whether you're going to live through the next few days, you don't start thinking, I wonder if I can play the cello.
Can I refer you back though, Rick? You made an interesting point there, but I fear that's not exactly what Carl was saying. I don't think that his point was quite that profound.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah, I don't know. There was something to do with the brain not allowing its owner.
Yeah, because that's the bit that annoys me. Fair enough if a brain hasn't decided what it wants to do, because you.
What is this?
Let him finish.
God, this thing
let him
about
finish.
the brain
Shut up.
being in charge, like the numbskulls.
Because it hasn't found its destiny, type thing.
A brain
But
hasn't found its destiny.
when someone is good at something, and they know the brain is good at something, but then they don't want to do it, and they want to go off and do something else.
Sorry, who's to blame here? The person or the brain? I'm talking like him now.
Don't know
Who are you putting into room 102? What annoys you? A brain that doesn't let its owner know what it's good at, or an owner that won't do what the brain wants to do?
I think it's the owner, because say like a bloke who's good at plumbing.
Yeah.
His brain loves plumbing. His brain loves plumbing. He's sick of plumbing. So he goes off to try and
Unplumb.
No, he's going to do something else.
He's going to do something else.
He's carpentry.
Now, they say in this country the problem is we haven't got enough tradesmen.
Right.
We don't have enough plumbers.
Right.
There's enough plumbers' brains.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Shut up.
What are you talking about?
Shut up. Let him please finish.
Because
This is like beds and pillows
brains
again.
have not changed over the years. The brain is exactly the same. But it's the owner of the brain that's in charge. The brain could be going, I want to go for a walk, or I want to go and find something out. But if your body's too lazy to get up and go and see the stuff, the brain isn't going to get what it wants.
It doesn't make sense, Carl.
Right,
you are your
this.
brain. Okay, you could have a good point if you said this. You could say that everyone's brain has the ability to become a plumber.
Yeah.
Your brain, yeah.
But I don't know if it has, you see, because this is the thing. When I was younger, when I first left school, I had two jobs I wanted to do. I wanted to be a joiner, right? Or a car mechanic. I had a go at sort of joinery. Couldn't really get my head around it. Right? Did work placement at a garage, messed it up, got kicked out.
What did you
now,
do?
the thing is...
Why did you get kicked out?
Just because I messed the garage up.
How did you mess it up?
The fella he's a bit moody, this fella, and he just decorated his garage. And
You are like the slug in this scenario, aren't you?
He just, do you know, like, they paint the floor and everything? Make it with lines in it and everything like that.
Right, what did you do?
And he painted it white. You shouldn't have white in a garage. Stupid with all the oil about and that. It's not the right colour, is it? It's like getting a white sofa, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
So he'd painted it all, and then he sort of said, do you want to change the oil on the car? So yeah, go on then. So what do I do? He said, you pull the sump out, stick a bucket underneath, catch the oil. All right then. Go down there, pull the sump out, hold the bucket, but because of the pressure, the oil doesn't come straight out, it flirts out sideways. Went all over his white floor, he went mental, kicked me out. Now the thing is, that wasn't really my fault. My brain didn't know. It was showing an interest.
No, what? Right,
Let him finish!
Oh, God, what does he mean?
Shut up, let
The brain-
My fault and my
Please.
brain.
The brain was showing an interest, but at the end of the day, if it hasn't got the knowledge, what can it do? Now, you could say, was that my fault or my brain's fault?
No, I'd never say that. People may be in the wrong job. You might not discover what you're really
Yeah, but I'm
brilliant at.
talking about, you get people, alright, let's go to the extreme. People with no legs who want to be swimmers. Don't be stupid.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
I'm so annoyed. Is this a big problem?
It's madness, isn't it? It's mad that the brain wants to do that so much. The brain's in the wrong body almost. Yeah. Are you in me?
No.
A plumber who can plumb is annoying when he jacks it in as a living, because there's other brains who can't do plumbing. They don't get their head round it.
This means.
Look, you must have learned the same stuff at school as me, but a lot of it wasn't interesting to my brain. I wasn't bothered. It wasn't into taking it in. Yet look at me in like editing and all that. I can use all that equipment because my brain's happy with it.
Yeah, you found something you're good at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why aren't I good at plumbing or joinery or being a mechanic?
You're probably not interested in it.
I loved it as a
But
kid.
people don't do have different brains. People are different. Some people are more higher logic, lower emotion.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're putting in room 102, because you're saying it's like this brain's wandering around looking
to
for a
blame?
body, and he goes, I'll choose that body. Hang on, this body doesn't even want to do some plumbing.
It's a matter of taste. It's just a matter of taste.
It's good to do what you're good at and stop chasing a dream.
This is the most complicated thing. You could just put in noisy kids. Like, Ricky, why is this is a brain that
Because someone else would have done noisy kids. There's no point everyone putting in the same thing.
But I don't even know what your point is here.
For example, what I put in were parents who ignore their kids running riot in a restaurant or on a train. The arrogance of them thinking that, isn't it fun? That there was someone to blame. I was basically putting in bad parenting, or there was someone. I wasn't going a brain who wanted to be a plumber, but the plumber didn't.
I'm not putting the brain in. It's just people. If I had a really good skill, I'd hope that I'd use it.
You don't know what you're good at until you try it. You might be the best drummer in the world.
I know, but they're the people I'm having a go at. They're the people who I'm having a go at. The people who know they can do something, but they don't do it.
So people who don't fulfil their own potential.
That's a good one.
Is that a better point?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But there's nothing to do with this duality, this brain versus person. I don't know what that is. It's a weird thing you've got. A really weird little kink you've got, that you think this brain is another entity that lives in your head, that you own it, and you've got to become the master of it. Like some sort of weird dog. Who am I talking to now, Karl or his brain?
We're both listening.
Well, I will put in people who don't fulfil their full potential. Slugs are safe, but people who don't fulfil their full potential, you have got into room 102. Got a couple more things for room 102, Karl?
My problem with me restless leg syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
If I could put that in.
Right, okay.
What is this problem?
The problem I've got with my legs, how they sort of come alive at night.
And what
Tap
they are
dancing,
doing.
like bed knobs and broomsticks.
Yeah.
I sort of go to bed, I'm tired, and then I sort of nod off for about 40 odd minutes.
Yeah.
And then my legs go.
Right.
And I can't sleep. It's really depressing. I think it's actually affecting me sort of health-wise, because I'm not sleeping right through the night. It's like I want to sleep.
And what does Graham say? What does Suzanne say?
Well, she's annoyed with it because she's getting loads of bruises. Kicking her.
I did a little bit of research on restless leg syndrome when he mentioned it to me. And two little bits of information you'd be interested in, Steve. It is exacerbated and made worse by a sedentary lifestyle, lack of activity, lack of exercise, and it can be alleviated with the opposite of that: exercise, leading a more active lifestyle, which proves my point.
No,
You're like a slug.
I do loads of walking. I make sure I do a good walk. If anything, it's because I walk too fast, because I tense my legs up when I walk. The doctor didn't say anything to do with that when I told him about ages ago. He said it was because I was eating ice cream.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know who this
Something
doctor
that's
is.
in ice cream. He just
Is it the same doctor that said your nerves are too long?
Yeah. No, it's a different fella. This is
Right.
the proper doctor. But yes, I've cut that out, and it works for a bit. But now it's got to a point where I have to go to bed, and I have my legs outside of the bed. I have to put my feet on the floor.
What do you mean?
What?
I have to lie in the bed, like
With your
normal
feet
position,
on the
but I
floor?
have to stick my legs out and feet on the floor.
That's insane. You can't sleep like that.
Well, I do. I nod off, and then maybe in the night, when I wake up, my legs are back in the bed. So either they get bored, or they uncomfy, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or they eventually get tired. But it's kind of like, if I have them there, it's like they think they're awake and they're being used. The only other thing I can do is if I lie on my front, and then have my legs in the air.
Well, hold on, whoa! You lie in the front and have your legs in the air.
Like that. Say if that's my head.
Oh, like
Go like that. Like a scorpion.
like the front cover of Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. If I do that, I think if I can get the blood out of my legs, they don't work the same.
Is this advice from the doctor, or...?
No, I did
Is
that
it this
myself.
doctor? Was he from the 12th century?
No, that doctor didn't tell me to do that. I sort of did it.
You
And I
just
thought
worked
that
out
works.
that
I nodded
brilliant
off.
piece of information.
Well, have you put this into the Royal Society of Surgeons?
What?
Well, this discovery that if you lay...
No, it's my cure. I'll use it. It might not work for everyone.
And so crazy leg syndrome is destroying your...
Sleep.
Right.
And it's important to get sleep, innit? If you can't sleep, it drags you down. And my legs, they just come alive at night. It's like they belong to a runner or something. And they want to run. And I'm going, I just want to sleep.
But why don't you run?
Why don't you go for a run?
Because it's late at night.
Yeah, but go for a run in the day. Tire them out.
Fine in the day.
Tire them out in the day.
Tire them out in the day.
No, you
Go
don't.
for loads of walks in the day. Loads of walks.
So if you were to go, you go to bed, you got restless leg syndrome. If you were to go for a run, that would cure it. I've looked it up.
No,
It
because
does.
I do have long, proper walks.
No, but if you know, immediately.
If anything, it's like the legs like it, and they want more of it. It's like a puppy. You take it for a walk, and it's jumping up and down. I want more walks. Well, you can't have a walk. We had a walk earlier. Go to sleep. They're fine in the day. Whilst I'm sat here, they're not probabling me.
They're not what?
They're not probabling me.
Okay.
Not probabling me!
They're not-
Makes up words!
They're not giving me any grief whilst
They're
I'm sat
not
here.
probabling me.
But when night falls, it's all going to be different.
It's like they go, I don't want to go to sleep yet.
Like
It's like a
voodoo
little
legs.
kid. It's a kid who wants to stay up in case it misses something.
Yeah.
And that's why I just have to let them stay up. Stick them out the bed.
I love the fact that you go to bed before your legs. Oh, God.
It's annoying. I mean, it's really...
Well, I don't know if I can put in
Your legs.
restless leg syndrome because, as I say, it can be easily cured. You could get up, you could do a bit of exercise, you could walk around.
But I've tried all that, Doctor, and it doesn't work. Do you suggest anything else?
Right. There's your problem. He's not a doctor.
No, exactly. That's what I mean.
No, well, I'll put it in. I will put it in if you try that. Next time your legs are outside the bed, say, okay, listen, I'm going to go for a run. Put on a sweatshirt.
No, because
Put on some shorts.
it's always late at night. I'm not
Yeah.
going out. It's dangerous.
So you go to bed at 11:30.
Yeah.
Go for a run at 11:30. 11:30. 15 minutes.
So, are they going in or not?
No, because you're not. I'm not sure that you're doing everything for it. What's your next thing to try and get in room 102?
It's a tricky one, this.
Go on.
It's people who think that humans are special. Do you know what I
But
mean?
you think that.
No, I don't. I don't think humans are special. I think
what-
some of us are. I think you get the odd one who creates something, and you go, that's amazing. But the way we say the human race is amazing, no, it isn't. A small percentage of it is. There's a load of numbnuts. And it annoys me how people say the human race did this, human race. No, it didn't. Let's name them, because there's only a few people who have done stuff that matters.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, definitely. We just thought, we think we're good and we're not.
But well, who matters? Just before we get on to your point. So you're putting in the rest of the human race.
No, just people who say that they're good. People who have said that statement that isn't the human race an amazing thing.
So anyone who's ever said isn't the human race amazing
yeah,
goes in room 102.
Yeah, I'd say don't be stupid.
So most of the human race is going in.
Well, have you ever said it?
Well, I think all species are amazing.
But when people say the human race, they sort of mean
They think what you mean, that you can go
great people,
the
great
art,
minds.
inventors, the things that were, that we've.
And how is the human race not amazing?
Because we're not needed to keep this planet going. We're an added thing that was
We're at the
added
top
on
of the
later.
food chain. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We were added last.
Yeah.
It's like, there's some room left, what we do? Stick some humans on.
But don't forget, this thing of we being added doesn't make sense, because it was a process. There was no point when someone goes, we don't need this, let's stop now. We kept mutating and being selected.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes you can keep... It's going back to what we were talking about last time about you've got a house, you fill it with stuff. At some point, you've got everything you need. You've got your kettle, you've got your fridge, you've got your telly.
You could have stopped at slugs,
then
it would be
you've
fine.
Gone, I'm buying this
nothing needed anything.
Yeah, it did. The world needed... I mean, okay, I tried to put slugs in, you didn't allow them in.
Yeah.
Fair play to the slugs. They must do something somewhere.
Yeah.
Just not in my house.
But it could have stopped at slugs. They got it right. What's this thing that you need anything else? The slug evolved.
No, but we don't add anything, do we? All we've done since we've been around is mess up the world.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm saying we're not needed. I don't know what the last thing was that was needed.
No, we're not needed. We're not needed.
Yeah. So what was the last thing before?
Doesn't make any sense.
What was the last thing that was invented by nature?
It's arbitrary, it's a stupid question.
What do you mean?
It's not a stupid question.
Everything is just happening, it's evolving now.
Right, look at it like this. You see, we think we're important because we just do. Well, I don't, but some do. And they're the ones I want to get rid of.
Another argument with himself.
Now, we think we're special. There might be something else going on that's more important. We're in this universe, aren't we?
Yeah.
They're trying to make a new universe.
What do you mean?
There's a machine somewhere.
What?
A Big Bang. They're making a Big Bang again.
Right, well you've got that completely wrong, but sure. They're not trying to create a new world. They're trying to recreate the conditions that happened at the beginning of the Big Bang. They're not trying to recreate a new world.
Alright, but the
It's
world
completely
came...
different.
But the world came from the Big Bang.
Yeah, but they're trying to recreate the conditions so they can test and they can experiment to see the conditions before. Yes, it is dangerous. Apparently there is a threat. Admittedly, there is a danger, very small danger, that they could create a black hole that would destroy the world.
So why are they doing that? Who's allowed that? This is what annoys me, is because humans think they're special. Oh, who made the Big Bang? Oh, I'd like my name on that. I want to claim it. Why do people always want to better someone else? It's happened, let them have it.
Well, don't you... What you said about progress, you're trying to change time.
Yeah, but that's not going to harm anyone. A Big Bang. I don't think we need... I mean, we haven't filled this universe yet, have we?
But what you talk about... I don't know what you're saying. You're contradicting yourself. Every other sentence contradicts what you said last time. You do want to fill it, you don't want to fill it. We haven't filled this universe, we don't need another one. We do want progress, we don't want progress. Carl, what do you want?
I'm saying we don't want another universe.
Well, no.
We haven't got our head round this one yet. We don't know where everything is.
But go on.
Don't create a new one.
We're not trying to. No one's trying to.
Is that your philosophy? Don't create a new universe.
But why are we looking at that?
It's a giant research experiment. They're not trying to create a new universe.
Why are we looking at that then? Why do we want to go back to day dot?
So that we can better understand the world that we live in, how the world evolved into the position we're in now. If it did indeed start with the Big Bang, what were the conditions? How did it come from nothing into something?
That's what we do. We say why and how.
I know, but
when,
sometimes...
And what next? And is it good?
You know, I don't mind asking questions. I like asking questions.
Ask yours are, where are slugs going?
It's just this thing of faffing about with things that they don't know what they're doing.
Okay, Carl. You're in charge of the world now. You are you're all-powerful. You're like a god, okay? You can do anything. You call all the scientists, and they go... What do you want of us? Oh, orange-headed one. What the fuck do you want of us? Right? Stop the Big Bang research. Stop it now. Okay? Okay, drop your talk. Okay, good. Throw that away. What do you want them to do? The might of every intellect in the world standing before you, as far as you can see. Hello? Listen, everybody. This is what I want you to work on. Go. What do you say?
Well, I want to come in and... How long have they been working on the Big Bang idea?
Forget it. You've got every science...
No, but I don't just want to come in and poo-poo that, because they're going to...
Poo-poo.
They've done a lot of research on it.
Hold on. You wanted to stop a minute ago.
Yeah, I know, but you don't just come in, guns are-blazing. I'd say, hello, everyone.
You can do anything you want. Oh, go on then.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Carl, leader.
Right, listen... this Big Bang thing you've been doing.
Yeah, well, that's just only a few of us. That's like less than 1 millionth of a % of us. We're all here.
Yeah.
I've dropped AIDS research. I've dropped cancer research.
Right, well, why have you dropped that?
I'm working
Who's
on
told
you-
you to do that?
Well, no, we knocked off. They said you wanted to tell us something. We're all here. Every scientist in the world
Well,
is
listen,
here.
where are you from again?
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm from Cornwall. I'm
No,
looking at.
what research are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm looking at what happens if you give Feminax to an owl.
What happens?
Well, I'm halfway through it. I got called away.
Look, I'm really busy. What do you want me to work on?
Who said they're doing cancer?
Hey,
Go back. Go back to work.
cheers.
Right.
Okay, the rest of us doing stuff that you think we're fanning around with, what would you want us to do?
Listen, well, I can't do it all today.
What about me? I was doing AIDS.
Hang on a minute.
I was doing AIDS.
You just wait a minute.
Right, okay, why does cancer get to go back? Are you saying that cancer's a bigger problem than AIDS?
I'm
You
not
go back
even-
to work.
So AIDS can go back. I'm doing restless leg
Right,
syndrome.
can everybody but the Big Bang people leave?
Carl, would you like to be American?
No, not at all.
Really?
Got me nerves. When I was in,
Get on my nerves! Being
A whole
American.
nation there, reduced.
when I was in Barbados at Christmas,
Oh, name dropping.
right?
Yeah.
There's loads of them there, because that's...
Was that when you were doing a bit of extra sort of waiting? Was that you were sort of your girlfriend was cleaning rooms, wasn't she?
Went there for Christmas, and there's loads of them there, because that's like really close to America. That's like Blackpool is to Manchester type
It's
thing.
exactly like that.
Yeah.
So it's
That's the analogy a lot of Americans use.
so
But I think they call it the tropical Blackpool.
but they were going on.
That's only all the brochures, I'm sure.
Listen, right,
Yeah.
and serious now, but
Yeah,
they were going on
serious.
about the September 11th thing.
Yeah.
But they call it the, of course, this is American. Of course,
Brilliant.
the 9/11.
The 9/11.
That's what they call it.
Really? Oh, that's awful. That is so. It's like people who say 24/7.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm working
Americans
my
say
ass
that.
off 24/7.
Well, Americans that say
Yeah.
that. Well, they're allowed though.
Oh, Americans are.
Yeah.
I'm talking about an English person who might say it.
Yeah.
Fool. Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Do that American accent again.
Yeah, of course, the 9/11.
Where are you from?
What? Can we
Which part of America is that?
That's how they sounded in Barbados.
Sure.
Sure. But
Can
Carl,
you do any other impression?
but Carl doesn't. I very much doubt that Carl likes newfangled countries like America.
Yeah.
He doesn't like London.
No, true.
So he's not gonna
Have you been
like.
to America?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Went to Florida. No, they got me again.
Got on your nerves?
Yeah. Went for some food.
Yeah.
And it was the last few days. I didn't take much money with me, and we were in Florida, and we were hungry, and we went for some steak, and we had our dinner and that, and I think it's their equivalent to the Angus Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Right.
And sat down, had the steak, and that's huge, big portions. But anyway, we didn't have much money left, and we had like another 2 days left, so we didn't leave. We didn't have much money for a tip. Do you know over there they expect it?
Yeah, a big tip, yeah.
So we left what we could, and I don't know what it was. It might have only been the equivalent to 60 pence.
Yeah.
But he didn't have to do that much. We didn't have loads of courses because we didn't have much money. So he brought us like the main course and I don't know, a couple of Diet Cokes. And anyway, left them the 60p.
Yeah.
On the way out, and he comes running over. Excuse me, sir, you can have this back. Because it wasn't enough. I mean,
Yeah.
it's outrageous.
What did you say?
I said, all right then. Right, look at it like this.
Jesus.
Look, I see it all the time now.
Go on.
You go, where are you going to someone? And they go, I'm going to Dorset.
Right.
All right, what road are you taking? Don't know, just pop on the sat-nav. Now, that's a start, isn't it?
Okay. Let's act that out with me, okay? I'm going away for the weekend, Carl.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Dorset.
Oh, yeah. Are you getting there?
Car.
All right, yeah, well, which way are you going?
Don't know. Why do you want to know?
Oh, just making a friendly chat. Just, you know, I'm interested in geography. Which way are you going?
Well, I don't know really. I've got a sat nav in my car, and I'm getting there. And what do you mean? What?
Bit lazy, isn't it?
Well, I'm not a pigeon. I don't.
Have you got an A to Z?
Well, yeah, but it's on a computer, the A to Z. What's the difference between looking at an A to Z and...
Lazy, though.
Not really, no. Why? Why is it any different that I've got it computer eyes so I can go along? A to Z's a bit dangerous, isn't it? It's a bit... Don't go to A to Z when you're driving along.
Clive, who are you talking to? Because we need to hit the road. We need to get going.
Well, it's this fucking idiot who wants to know what road I'm taking, which is a fucking boring thing to ask anyway.
Sorry, who is this twat? Because we really got to get going.
He's a fucking dickhead. I think he's an A to Z salesman by the door. I mean,
just tell him we're using the sat nav because it's the quickest, most efficient way of doing it.
It's the quickest, most efficient way of doing it.
No, but look, what's happened.
Who the fuck are you?
Would Columbus found America if he had a sat nav?
Yes!
No, he wouldn't.
He'd have put in America and he would have taken it to
He wouldn't.
America.
He only found it because he got lost. Now, if everybody just goes...
Hold on. How would an undiscovered country be on a sat-nav?
No.
Go on.
But I just
What's
mean...
the difference between the sat-nav and the map in that regard?
Because I've found some lovely little cafes on roads I've never been on.
And I've instantly gone from finding a continent to a little cafe.
I love that.
Little greasy spoon.
I am off to discover the unknown world. Where are you going? Well, I don't know yet. It's the unknown world. What are you taking? Just a boat like all lazy swim, you cunt. I love the fact that he's so Luddite now, he's annoyed at the sat-nav. I mean, you'd have probably given Columbus a hard time. Oh, got a compass. Don't you know where north is, you twat?
I just think there's something in being lost. I never feel lost. I just think, oh, I've had a diversion. Because you find new things. I'm forever going
Meanwhile,
down...
Suzanne's asking the French peasant where the...
Just think, Columbus...
All right, what's the most interesting thing you found when lost?
Like I say, they normally... I found a shop that was like a fancy dress shop.
Amazing.
Do you need fancy dress stuff?
Dressed
You
up
never
as
go
Columbus,
out.
went and bought a sat-nav, went to Dorset for the weekend.
You never go out. Why do you need a fancy dress shop? That sounds like the one thing you would hate is fancy dress.
But I like looking at the... they have like a space helmet in there.
Right, so you found a fancy dress shop. Where are you supposed to be going that you had time to get sidetracked and go in a...
I think I was going to a meeting.
Amazing, that's the last time!
So you want to get lost?
Yeah, you don't want to get lost, do
because I always give myself loads of time because I get lost a lot. I always give myself...
Get a sat-nav!
No, I'm just saying, that's how you find little treats along the way, and next time you pass it, or next time someone says, do you know where the fancy dress shop is? You go, yeah, I do.
You go, I have no idea because I was lost. I didn't know where it was.
No, normally I learn.
I'm not going to tell you, lazy cunt. Have you got an A to Z? Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah, find it yourself, you lazy twat.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, man. Okay, now explain for those that don't know who he was.
He's a fella with no arms and legs, just a head and a little body. Nickname Pillarman.
Well, why is he your favourite?
Just because he's amazing. Just the way he just got on with his life. Yeah, remember, he was on like this circus freak show thing with like a bearded woman.
Yeah.
Right? Which isn't really a freak, is it? She should have had a shave. Have a shave, you're not a freak anymore.
Yeah.
A bearded woman, compared to a fella who's got no arms and legs, a bearded woman, get out. But there was like a fella with no bottom half to his body, called Johnny Eck, was his name. So, when you're knocking about with that crowd, you're going to get a bit. You're going to get a bit. So, yeah, he had kids, and they were all normal kids. They had all the limbs.
Did his wife had arms and legs?
Never saw his wife.
Never saw his wife.
I think
He was probably ashamed of her. She was a bit of a freak.
For someone like him, you'd think he'd just give up, wouldn't you? You think, forget it. What sort of life is it?
Yeah.
I'm like a Mexican jumping bean. It's not worth living. But he just got on with it. To have a shave, I don't even bother having a shave some days.
No. Nor did the bearded lady. Lazy fucking bitch.
So that's why I've put him at my number one position. It's just amazing, isn't it? The human, how whatever you dealt, some people just get on with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the pillow man, or draft excluder, as I prefer to call him.
There you go. Steve are a couple of big shots. We do this for a laugh, but this is Karl Pilkington's only source of income. This is what you do now, isn't it?
This is my full-time job, yeah.
What do you think of that?
It impresses me.
Why?
This isn't what I ever wanted. Because I haven't got a purpose, have I? I'm sat here talking about the pillow man. If it weren't for him, I'd have nothing to say. It just depresses me. That I just wish I had a job where I felt like I was needed. And I don't feel needed. It's not a proper job.
We need you.
I know,
We need you for money for old root.
I know, but this isn't. I wanted something that, you know, when you die and that, if it's, you know, you get up to the gates, whatever, and they say, "What have you done?" And then I'm looking worried, thinking, "Is the Pillar Man about?"